story time. Okay, this may be my last story time on. I hope so. I hope that TikTok reconsider my appeal, because I still think it's far more worse stuff that on TikTok than mine. Which I don't think I was just okay. Maybe I say the name of it was maybe it was a little bit slanderous. Okay, I will admit that. However, this is story time for you all. Well, I'm gonna destroy this whole myth of the people of Israel and the people who occupy it, and they're not. I'm gonna just say this: they're not who they claim to be. Nor are the black people who call themselves Israelites or who they are not Israelites, because we all know the Israelites never existed. It's a fabrication of Western society and religious dogma. But anyway, back in 37 AD, you had a group of people that were driven out of China. They won many campaigns during the war in states of China during the beginning of the Han Dynasty. So these group of Turkic tribes were eventually driven out by Khuanzadu, the first emperor that unified China. He drove these guys out of China, and they migrated westward. Some of them settled in what you call the Altai mountain range. Some of them, tried to invade India, which India threw them back out. So they moved further and further west till they became a thorn on the side of the Persian or Achaemenid Empire. So they made deals with the Achaemenid Persians. Achaemenid Persians used the Huns because they were good. They were good horsemen and they were good archers. They were horse archers. They were nomadic people. They were what you call a pastoralist people. And they lived on the horse. They lived on the saddle. So these tribes pushed further west into around the 3rd century AD. They were called the Huns. Now they had a leader named Attila. Attila led several campaigns in Europe, basically brought the Eastern Roman Empire to his knees, made certain marriage deals. Eventually, he was poisoned, some say by his wife Attila the Hun, shortly after the Battle of the Catalonian Plain, which the Huns had actually their first defeat. At the Battle of the Catalonian Plain. Well, after that, they broke up into several cognates. One of these cognates had settled in the area north of the Caucasus, and these were known as the Khazars. The Khazars, with the K, but the K is silent. But the Khazars they built a city north of the Caucasus. Now these people established trade with other empires around them, like at that time, the Holy Roman Empire. They still made deals with the Achaemenid Persians. Well, around the 6th century, this is when Islam came to the fold. You had what you call the first caliphate. The first caliphate, not the Umayyads. The Umayyads was the second. But I forgot the name of the caliphate. Anyway, it'll come to me. But anyway, these Turkic groups were always used to, as horse archers. They were used by the Holy Roman Empire. They were used by the Achaemenid Persians, which they was on their way out because they were fighting a battle with the Umayyads, which they lost in the Islamic Caliphate conquered Iran. So now you have them being pressured not only by the Holy Roman Empire, but also by the Russians to the north. The Russians up there in the city of what you call Moscow. So they had pressures pushing against them. So what happened is a group of people came up there that turned into this new religion known as Judaism. So up under expediency, these Khazars converted to Judaism. Well, eventually the Khazar kingdom of Khazar collapsed. All those people who were converted to Judaism went into Eastern Europe. They intermarried with Slavs. They intermarried with other groups that live in Eastern Europe, and that's how you got your Ashkenaz. The Ashkenaz came from. That's where you got your Ashkenazi, the Ashkenaz Jewish sect came from. Now the people that occupy, you had Hasidic Jews already living in Judea. Basically those who follow the religion they still follow the religion of the Pharaoh Akhenaten. That's all it is. The religion of the Pharaoh Akhenaten. All that stuff with the tabernacle and all that shit came out of Egypt. But that's how you got your Eastern European Jews. Now, this ain't they'll try to say this hate speech, but this is reality. This is the truth. That's where they come from. Even them, they won't deny it, what I'm saying. That is where the Ashkenaz, they were Turkic tribes. Those Turkic tribes eventually turned into what you call the Seljuks. They converted to Islam. Some of them Turks converted to Islam. Some of them, they found the Khwarezmian Empire was defeated by Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan conquered them up under Kublai Khan and Ogedei. And was Ogedei Ogedei, man, he was whooping so much ass throughout Europe. Only reason why he left Europe because Genghis Khan died. So all of them went back to Karakorum. And then after he came back, they never could really have a lot of control over that region, even though they conquered it. But like I said, that's how you got your Seljuk Turks. That's how you got your Ottoman Empire later on. All those groups, including the ones who occupy the land of Israel, are Turks. So they want to use that to have legitimacy over the land of Palestine. There was only two people occupying Palestine at that time, which are the Palestinians and the Canaanites, the Canaanites are Cushitic people. They are Cushites. So you had Shemites and Cushites occupying the land of Palestine. That's story time for y'all.